Tiger explains. Plants.
Tiger, where are you attacking that green stuff?
They are plants. They are dangerous.
Why that? These plants can even run after you.
Ha! They just want you to underestimate them. Plants are really dangerous.
How are they supposed to be dangerous? They look rather cute.
Don't be fooled. These things can grow. You see the bulgy parts? That are nodes.
Nodes?
Yeah, that's fancy talk for knots. You see, if they want to grow, they just knot another piece onto them. That's how they grow. Finally, they get so big that they can trap you up there.
Oh yeah, that does sound dangerous. So plants that are out there to trap us cats up in their branches, why would they do that?
The plants are trying to take over the world and turn it all into an ocean. And we cats are the only ones who ever manage to stop them. When big plants wave their branches around like that, they cause the winds to blow. And the winds bring rain. And it doesn't take long before the world is all yucky and wet and really, really unpleasant. And if you let them wave like that all the time, the world would be soon underwater.
That sounds dreadful. Why would they want something like that?
Well, let me explain. A long, long time ago, plants were living in the ocean, but the fish around them got larger and larger and kept eating them. So they tried some evolution.
Evolution? What is that?
That's what our servants use if they want to change their appearance. You see, they apply some evolution and then they turn into some different appearance, which is better to fight the plants. So the early plants applied some evolution, crawled out of the sea and turned into some primitive life form. Having recently left the ocean, they were still completely obsessed with water. Plants conned the humans to keep them around, pretending to be their best friends, but eventually they got a clumsy pass on even more evolution and they morphed into creatures that looked like our servants themselves.
So how can we distinguish our servants from those devious plants?
This was a long time ago, but there are ways to distinguish them. You see, this is a true language of the plants, Latin. When the plants took on human form, they spoke Latin and called themselves Romans. They do look almost human, but if you look closely, you see the branches growing out of their head. Other people in that time never had branches growing out of their head, so you can easily distinguish them from plants. Here is Rome. That is where the plants started out building their empire. Their empire grew and grew. And when they had conquered enough land, they started digging out an ocean of their own. They called it Mare Nostra, that means our sea. And when fish somehow got into the new ocean, they pulled them out and turned them into sauce. The Romans had one general called Caesar who was in charge of turning Egypt into an ocean, but a cat, Cleopatra, didn't want that to happen. So Cleopatra went to Rome and clawed Caesar to death. And then her servants ate him. This is how North Africa stayed free of plants, and why plants still try to trap cats in their branches.